For the Dallas Cowboys, they still have a chance at the NFC East title and the NFC 1 seed, all because of a resilient win against their rival Eagles here in Jerry World on Saturday night. Here from the roof of the Spurs, relevant for the first time since Tim Duncan walked off of a court for the last time. It's going to be a great year coming up, guys. Frank Harris now unlikely to play in the Frisco Bowl due to an injury to his non-throwing shoulder. This lawsuit filed from the attorneys of Busby Law Firm against the Spurs organization as a whole and Joshua Primo. The bobbleheads, baseballs, and baseball bats being given away today, they're also giving these shirts. Because despite everything that's happened in this community, they all want the world to know that they will remain Uvalde strong. What's your favorite one?
Oh, chorizo and egg all the time.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and just have a couple here. So let's, this is called Innovation. I went to ASU, #1 in Innovation. The turnovers have pretty much been dictating this game. 2 for Harlan so far. 2 questions for you. 1, can I call you Kenny Moss?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Those are 2 of the most impressive things I've seen all day.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, I think.
And the second question is, can you sing as well as your mom can?
Oh, no, my mom was way better. She was born for that.
Look at Matt Roy getting into the flag act.
And since Wemby will most likely, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, be the #1 pick, let's take a look at his contract. 2 years under Mike McCarthy, 2 12-win seasons. Can they make it 3? Let's break it down. But man, oh man, Wemby watch is at a fever pitch right now. Pun intended. Yaneli Casas and Abraham Hernandez were both born deaf. The 2 of them had never even wrestled before high school. But this year as freshmen, they decided to give it a shot.
I wanted to join wrestling because I saw them wrestle and I wanted to get stronger. I joined and I watched and I just went from there.
Being deaf has its disadvantages in wrestling. When Yaneli and Abraham are on the mat, they can't hear their coach telling them what to do. So interpreter Elise Tejeda has to run around and sign to them.
It's hard because sometimes my head goes to the mat and I can't move it, and so I try to look up at my interpreter and sometimes I can't. Which has been a learning experience for both the wrestlers and Elise. I did not know one thing about wrestling. It's one thing to have to focus on wrestling, basically fighting for your life, and a whole nother to have to at the same time watch an interpreter to know what to do next.
In spite of their disability though, they both made it to the district tournament as freshmen, and the best part is the love they've been shown by their teammates, who've gone all out to make them feel included.
Right, we have an ASL program, like a club on campus, right, where they teach sign language and they play games and stuff like that. All of my wrestlers went to the first few meetings to go and try to learn how to communicate with their athletes and their teammates, which was awesome. It's probably the proudest moment I've ever had as a coach.
Yeah, they are learning. They're my friends and I like to teach them, and we do a lot of socializing together, and they are my new friends now. So.
Highlands coach Aaron Samia says Abraham and Yaneli came in as shy freshmen, but with a new sport and a new family. Now they rule the school.
If you can wrestle, you can do anything, and they know that, right? And it's given them so much confidence, and they walk around school like they're the hot shots, like they deserve to. They're as cool as it gets, and they know it now, which, you know, I think wrestling has helped with.
Matt Roy, Sports Sunday. David Cardenas is a senior in school, a junior at home, and a multi-sport athlete at Edison High School. So would you say that David Cardenas is an average basketball player?
Yes. I think that's a good way of putting it. 5'2", maybe 5'3", 106 pounds. There's a lot of obstacles for him to overcome in the basketball court.
But what's not so average is David's day. He wakes up at 6 in the morning and runs 4.5 miles to school. His dad, David Sr., following closely behind. And after 8 hours of school, he heads to practice. Football in the fall, and basketball now.
So I go to play basketball too, and then play football. It makes school more fun.
When practice is over, his teammates, they go home. But David comes here.
I am David Cardenas, and I am a boxer.
He's the best in the country.
I think my dad was teaching me some stuff when I was like 6, 7 probably. But I started fighting when I was 8.
Growing up, you have the kids that play sports for the goodie bags, as I say, to have more fun. And some kids take it more serious. You can tell they lose, they get a little upset, they want to be better. Some kids, doesn't affect them anyway. He questioned me, Dad, some of these kids don't try. I said, I'm going to introduce you to a sport, boxing, that you can't blame nobody but yourself.
His freshman year of high school, both father and son realized the immense talent Junior had for the sport of boxing.
I had gone to a national tournament, one of my first national tournaments, without really training. I had made it to semifinals, and I was like, oh dang, if I put my heart to it, my mind, I can really stick with this.
For every champion, there was once a contender who refuses to give up.
And a champion is exactly what he's become. A back-to-back national champion, that is. And in December, USA Boxing ranked him the best amateur boxer in the country at 106 pounds.
It was exciting to find that out, to go on the USA Boxing, the website, and see my name at number 1 at 106.
18-hour days for an 18-year-old kid, because to him, it's bigger than just boxing. Why do you push yourself to that point?
So I can provide for my family, my dad, who has always helped me, So that pushes me more.
What does that mean to you to have your son be battling that hard for you guys?
I love him for that. Sorry.
No, okay.
I love my son for that. He works hard. He deserves the best.
David's hard work has made him exactly that.
Roll. Catch up. Catch again. Double.
How good is he compared to his weight class?
The best. The best. He is really, really good. And it's scary as to how good he can actually be. David is in that top 0.1% of athletes that you run across.
David will turn pro in the coming months, with his family still top of mind.
You get those that, well, I want to make my dad proud, I want to make a better life for my family. That's that driving force for a lot of boxers that are in that top percentage of great boxers in America.
I'm just proud of him. Sometimes I don't think he knows how proud I am. I just want him to know that I'm really proud of him.
Matt Roy, Maximum Sports. 14 years ago, Mario Wright's life changed forever.
My muscles in my legs just stopped working, and I've been in a chair since 2009.
In a wheelchair now for over a decade, Mario had to relearn how to live.
It just happened suddenly, and and we didn't expect it, so it definitely was difficult doing that. But when I got in the chair, my main thought was, what I'm going to do now.
The answer to that? Play pickleball.
So there's a variety of reasons that people might be in a wheelchair, but what the beauty of pickleball is, it doesn't matter. They can come out and play just like they were if they were standing.
Cindy Waddell is the president of the San Antonio Pickleball Association, or SAPA, which holds tournaments for those who are able-bodied, people in wheelchairs, and a hybrid division where both can play together.
Well, the way that works is you have one person standing, one person in a wheelchair. And it's the first time we're doing it out here, and I played with Mario, my partner, several times. Phenomenal player. I love the dynamic of it.
5-1-2. Robert Westhofer is a regular SAPA pickleballer. He says despite the disability, Mario is a superstar.
You want to talk about a phenomenal athlete? I've seen Mario play things other than pickleball too. He's just top notch.
His nickname is Smiley because it doesn't matter. He smiles at everything.
Sports was one thing that I never thought I could be able to play any type of sport in a wheelchair. And now that I can, it's like it opened so many doors, brought confidence back.
People who play regularly say the best thing about the sport is its inclusivity. Big or small, old or young, 2 legs or 1. None of it matters. When you get on the court, it's game on.
It get really competitive. People, they're serious about their pickleball, that's for sure.
They know they can do anything. It doesn't matter that they're in a chair. They can do anything here on the pickleball court like we can.
Matt Roy, Sports Sunday.